Tuesday, May 28th, 2024. Uh, I'm fucking exhausted. Um, this is exhausting. I don't know how we're gonna get all the way to fucking November. The View started today with remarks from Hillary Clinton over the weekend about how Democrats, missed the mark by not codifying Roe. Um, you know, I didn't see these remarks. I didn't read them. I don't know the exact words that she said. But if she wasn't referring to Democrats as we, she needs to sit down. Lady, you've been part of the Democratic establishment, the Democratic Party establishment for 30 fucking years. So if you're not going to take part of the ownership of that, and Sarah Haynes made the point, the reason where there's so much voter apathy is because Democrats do get in charge and they don't. I know why they don't do things like codify Roe in the 90s or institute stricter gun control, or why they didn't push for same-sex marriage sooner. It's because they didn't want to seem liberal and pushy and shoving their ideas on the American people, ideas that were actually popular with the American people, but they weren't popular enough. They just didn't want to take the backlash from the Republicans, not realizing that they were going to get fucking creamed by the Republicans in the media anyway, no matter what they did. So they might as well do something productive, and they didn't do anything productive. Well, it's not that they didn't do anything productive, but they didn't do enough. Um, no one of any party has bothered to really change our economic structure since trickle down Reaganomics, which, as we all know, is a failure. So yeah, the Democrats have fucked up over the last 30 years, but it better not. I don't want to see an accusation coming out of you, lady, because you're part of it. You are part of making policy. You're a senator. Fuck, that's frustrating. Um, and then Amy Alyssa Fairfield Griffin is like, the Democrats need better messaging. The Republicans, they take a line and they go with it. Well, that's a cult, and we don't want to be in a cult. And I'm tired of you talking about what you need from Democrats for messaging, because you're exactly the problem. We need to get people more engaged, blah, blah. You know what's taking away engagement? People like you saying, well, both are awful. I don't know what to do. Instead of just 100% saying, you're going to support Joe Biden. That's how you get rid of Trump. Like, I don't know how you can even qualify this in your head in any way that you aren't part of the problem. Why people aren't excited? Because you're feeding into the whole thing. I need more from Joe. What fucking more do you need from Joe Biden, Amy Alyssa Farla Griffin, that to prove to you that he's not going to destroy democracy, and the guy on your team that you used to work for will? Like, how? What the fuck do you want? All the evidence is all there right in front of you. Just fucking vote for Biden and tell people that's what you're doing and why you should. Jesus fucking Christ. And then Whoopi, who makes a wonderful point about the part of the problem is gerrymandering, because we've been gerrymandered to fuck in every state, um, because it's all partisan, and it's run by the state governments, whoever is in charge at a particular moment in time, and using fucking census data, which we all like. That what the fuck? That 2020 census is bullshit. We all know that. And then she says we just need to vote the right people in there. Whoopi, you you missed your own point. The reason we can't get the right representatives in Congress, whether state or federal, is because of the gerrymandering. So we aren't. The United States populace is not represented, when when you look at the number of votes that are uh, garnered by Democrat candidates, yet the number of Democrats that are actually in the House of Representatives, it isn't balanced properly. There aren't the proper number of representatives per capita across the country. One representative in California represents 3 times as many people as Wyoming. How is that fair? Um, the Senate is just undemocratic in general. Um, but no, we need to end partisan gerrymandering. It's not just we need to vote the right people in there. And Whoopi made the point. People just let it happen. That's the thing. We're just letting it happen. We're still letting gerrymandering happening. We're still letting the makeup of the entire Congress sit with an antiquated formula. And uh, we're gonna do it again if we get in charge and we don't fucking railroad some shit in. Add to the Supreme Court. Put in term limits. Impeach Thomas and Alito. Add DC and Puerto Rico as states. Make some real, actual effort on gun control. Codify Roe. Strengthen voter rights. And do something performative about the fucking border, which isn't building a wall. It's funding the actual process, which Trump stripped. Like, Jesus Christ. That is what creates the apathy across the country, is that even when we tell people this is the most important election, the Republicans will destroy the country and we are the only ones that can help you, and then the Democrats get control and we don't fucking do anything because we're too afraid that we're going to look pushy and the blowback. That is the thing that's going to engage people. You've lost the Trumpers. They're never going to vote for a Democrat. Hillary was 100% correct back then when she called them a basket of deplorables. You're just never going to reach them. So stop fucking worrying about how they're going to react. This is exhausting. I don't know how we're going to get to November.